broadcast. All right, so welcome guys. So I want to discuss how the robot works so that I can show you so that you don't make mistakes, right? How the robot works. How the robot works. You are late. So we have got three sections, right? Three sections. 1, 2, 3. You choose. So we have got one here. You must have a minimum of $300, right? $300 minimum. $300 minimum. Then you can have there where we have people with less than 300. $300, and then here still the same. So here we have got the situation where now, so people who want to trade NASDAQ, the first important thing, you must make sure that you use FX choice. There's a reason for that. I'm going to show you the difference. Why do we always emphasize to say use FX choice, use FX choice, use FX choice? I'm going to show you the difference. Why do you have to use FX choice? But if you don't want to trade NASDAQ, you can use any broker of your choice, right? So that's how it works about. And then now, for those who have got the minimum less than 300, we advise them to do what? To trade pairs. So if now you want to trade long-term pairs, don't find yourself using the same account that you use for short-term, because you'll end up closing and then you won't see what's going on. So if now you want to do long-term, open a separate account, put it on the side, leave it, and then the one for short term. So don't mix the two. So if you find yourself doing the one for NASDAQ, but you can mix the long term for pairs and the one for for NASDAQ. So that's what it's about. And then for those with the minimum below 100, always make sure that you follow the trading plan. Let me just as well open the trading plan, because there's quite a number of people who honestly don't understand how it works about. So yeah, let me explain this. This is very important. As much as you want to make money, it's important to know how much can you lose, because it's not nice to be trading and then now you cannot sleep, you know, having to be awake because you are afraid that your trades might hit whatever. Because so yeah, so I'm gonna explain the trading plan, because there's quite a number of people who are new. I believe they might not understand how it works, but yeah, let me start there. Let me open it. Just give me a second now. I'll share it now. Okay, so all right, so this is what we have right now. So first we start here. So before you open any account, don't jump to trading before you pass through here. Right, so basically that's how it works about. So now you have got your account size. You start with your $100. It's fine. So it means if you're taking pairs, doesn't matter whether it's any broker of your choice. It means you can take only 4 pairs using 0.01, right? But if now you only want to trade NASDAQ, it means now you're going to trade only 1 pair. Do you see the difference? So if now you decide to say, you know, I want to trade NASDAQ only. So it means if now you have got a $100 account, you're going to trade with 0.01 and then 1 trade. Then if now you have got 200, same applies. You can use how much? 0.02, then 2 trades, and then just like that, 3 trades. Then you can take 5 using 0.01. Same like that. So that's how it works about. So but these ones, the trading plan for NASDAQ applies only for FX choice, but for pairs this applies. So let me just erase this. This applies for anyone. This applies for pairs. So all this, it applies for all pairs. Doesn't matter whichever broker you're using. So make sure that you follow this and you understand. So if now you have got a $100 account, then it means now you're going to use 0.09. You're going to take 4 trades. And if you have got if you want to take 5, it means you reduce. So that's how it works about. So the more your account size gets bigger, the bigger the lot size and the bigger the loss that you have. So obviously someone who's using 0.09, they're going to make more. than someone who makes 0.01. So meaning as well vice versa when it comes to losses. So make sure that you understand this before you jump anywhere. Make sure that you request for this. I'm explaining it more better. There's no way that you cannot understand. So the video will be shared. You can go watch it. So yeah, that's how it works. About you start with $100. Make sure that you follow this 4 pairs 0.0. So you will never find yourself having the pair opening both sell and short and stuff like that on a short term. It's impossible. That is restricted. I'll show you why. And then we've got that 200 and all that. So yeah, that's how it works about. So now let's get to the chart on itself, because mainly that's where it is, so that we don't waste time. So for those who are new, this is how it looks like. When you open your things, it's gonna be like this, right? When you open, it's gonna be like this. So okay, let me just do this so that I can show you. So with the short term, we're going to give you pairs. We give you 4 pairs every day. So this is what you do, right? We're gonna give you the settings in the group, saying, okay, fine, this and this pair, we're going to do it like, so I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna do an example so that I show you of the ones we did the past week. Let me just send this to myself. I'll show you now. Let me just do an example so that you can see. Okay. I'll show you an example. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, let me see that. I cannot move this thing. Hey. This thing doesn't want to move. Okay. Yeah, so let's go here. Let me just do an example from this here so that you can see. Okay, so tomorrow you can just watch here. I don't want to close here so that you can see. It's there on the group, and make sure that you're on a Telegram group. Okay, right, so this thing, let me just take the screenshot and send it. Okay, I want to show an example with that one so that you can get to see what's going to happen tomorrow. It's still loading from this side. I want to show you here. Let me just send this. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, so there it is. So let me show you an example. So I hope you can see on the screen. So basically for the short-term trade, we'll give you something like this where the settings are like this. So make sure that the settings are the same as the ones that you have when you open your software. I'm going to show you how do you plug it, and then how to check if now your robot is fine, or if it's not placing trade, what to do. So these are the settings. It must be the same. So make sure your settings are exactly as the ones which are shared on the group. Make sure that is exact. So it changes every day. When I say, okay, fine, daily password, long and short, time frame 15 minutes, then we're going to give you as well which pair are we going to work with. Then you just punch it and punch exactly as it is, no changes, right? So I want to show you how it works about. So let's now go straight to the software so that we see. I don't want us to be here for a long time. So this is what happened. So first, make sure that your robot looks like this. This is what you need here. Your robot should be like this. It should write like this. That's how it should look like. Let me just highlight it so that you see. Make sure it's like that. The settings must be the same. So if immediately your settings are not the same as the ones that are sent on the group, you must talk to me so that we send you the correct ones. This one here, it should be like this. Let's see here. Let's see. There, it should be like this. First and foremost, this is what you do. So for those who are new, what do you do in the morning? it's going to be like this. When you open your chart, it will be clean like this. So let's take for that one, in that case we said is GBP USD. Then you're going to come to your view, then you come to market watch. So sometimes you find that the pair that you're looking for, it's not here on your market watch. What do? You come here to view, then you go to symbols, then here you come and check here. So if now it's already on the market watch, it should show in orange here. So you check here, they already added them. So the ones which are not there, in terms maybe you want to trade whichever pair that you want, it's not there. You come here and then you click it. So if now it's gray, it means it won't show here. For it to show here, you must make sure that it's orange, right? Then now you go look for the one that you want. We said GBP NZD. I want to show you here, and then I'm going to show you how the robot plays trade, so that you don't cry when you say my robot is not placing trade. My robot is not placing trade. So that's what we have, right? So we use 15 minutes time frame. We use 15 minutes time frame. So mainly the line graph. So we're gonna do a test. You'll see how it works about. So that's what we have, right? So basically it doesn't matter. What we're going to do, we're going to give you the pair. You say, okay, fine, now plug it. So now you're going to open your robot. This is what you do first. You double click. You don't do anything. You don't drag it. You don't drop it on a pair. You double click, you start. So about, this is how it is about, okay, telling you the contact, if anything, don't worry about that, you don't do anything. You go to common, here you do nothing. The only thing you do, you just make sure that you tick that, then now that's where you need to change some changes based on the ones we send you. So here for common, you do nothing, you just make sure that everything is ticked, but don't tick this one which say disable alert, because if you disable, you won't see that thing, so you really won't know that the robot is placed and all that and stuff like that. Then now you go to your inputs. So this one, that's where we need to listen. Let's see. All right, so here you'll do this based on your lot size, right? So based on your account size, you change your lot size. So don't copy the one that I sent. No, use the one that is aligned to your account size. Then you do that. So for the trailing pips, it's 5. We use 5. We use 5 for normal pairs, and then here we're taking it 20. So this, what does this mean, guys? This is what it means, so that you understand in future. So it means now, if the robot were to enter a buy here, right, it means the robot is going to place, so you want the market to move 25 pips here, then the robot is going to put your stop loss here. This is what that thing of trail above that 20 means. So the robot is going to put a stop loss here above your take profit. That's what it means. So the market must move 25 pips. So immediately the market moves 25 pips, the robot is going to put how much? 20 pips stop loss on top of your profit. And then that that trail step is that one which is what? It's trail pips is that 5 above the trail above. Then once now the market starts moving and move 5 pips, the robot is gonna push your stop loss back to that point. So that's how it's now. We're gonna start trailing with 5 pips. So that's what it means. So don't say my robot doesn't put take profit. No, it does, but you should calculate. The market should move 25 pips on your direction. Once that happens, if the market does not put a stop loss, you must call me immediately and say, no, my robot is not doing that. So it should place a stop loss above your take profit, and it should start trailing only if now this number is met. So that's how it works about. So the bigger the number, it means the longer the trade it gets. But because if now we want to use a bigger one, it means your stop loss should be bigger, because the trade will always have to move for a short space of time. So but now we don't want you to have a trade to be here for a long time. So that's why we have to do it like this. Because if now you were to trade pairs and then you use a small stop loss, you won't make it. Always you'll get cut. I'll show you. You'll see an example. I'll show you an example. You'll always get cut. Same time you'll lose it. So I'm gonna do the test of the pairs that we did last week, and then I show you how it worked about, right, within a day. So that's what we have. And then after that, now you're gonna put your stop loss. The stop loss, we use 50. We use 50 there. That's what we have. Then, and there are people when we say close. So normally during the evening, after the market is no longer moving, you see. So that's why initially we say, okay, fine. When you open the pairs in the morning, you should close, because the market is no longer moving. So the robot, because now it's like this, it will definitely place, because remember the robot is told there's conditions which are met. So if now the market start doing this, it will place, and then you find that now the market is slow and all that, you have a trade. So if now the market is not moving, the trade will be on a loss for however time it can be, you see. So it doesn't mean now we just have to wait for the market to start moving on the direction, then that's when we're going to see the money, and then that's how it works about, right? So let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is minimum range. So this is how the robot works about. Let me start first with the pattern. So we're going to use which pattern? We're going to use two patterns. So this one's we're going to close it here. So mainly for the long-term one, we only use the second one. I've proven it, it works perfectly, especially for NASDAQ. It works perfectly in terms of long and short. You just plug it in throughout. But as for the one for short term, we're going to use this one. We're going to use these two, pattern 1 and pattern 2. So make sure that, but we're going to send you the settings every day, so don't worry, just make sure your settings are the same. But going down in terms of magic number, don't worry about that. So now make sure that your pattern 1 is like that, pattern 2, this is how it is. So but this is how it looks like, this is what it means. So let's take now the market, it wants to put a buy. So this is where it's likely to put a buy, right? So this is what it means here. But remember, it's placing trades on the what? On the candles. So it's mainly based on the candles, not on the line graph. But this is how it should place. So this is what pattern 1 means, and this is what pattern 2 means. Let me show you here. Okay, let me, I cannot press there, but let me show you. So pattern 1, right? Let's look for pattern 1. I want to show you here pattern 1. Okay, good. Pattern 1 is this one here, this here. So the robot, no fear, the robot will place a trade here. Tara, there the robot will definitely place a trade. So that is pattern 1. So it will even write, it even tells you, the robot will tell you, so that the robot should place a trade. That's pattern 1. But remember, this must be met for only if this is met. It will say the minimum range and the maximum range. So meaning that the candle that closes here, so let me just open here. Where is that? Okay, good. So you see here, we're saying minimum range when the robot opens a trade. It starts from 5 and to what? To 10. But we're saying we're starting from 3. We don't want trades to open and just small candles. It means now when it's retracing. So we use 3, and then here we say 15, right? 15. So what does this mean? It means the candle that closes there, it means it must be between this number. If it's above, it will tell you maximum. If it's below, it will tell you minimum. It was supposed to place a trade, but it will tell you on the journal that no, this trade is not going to place because of maximum. So it meaning the candle that closes is above, and then when it's below, it's going to tell you, okay, fine, the candle that closes is less. So let me show you. So now we said the robot must open a trade if the candle that closes there. So we used to do this manually. That's why now we have got this now manually. We used to do all this. We had to say, wait for the candle to close this much, then you can do that. But now we do it with the software. You just plug it, then the software will wait, and then it do all the job for you. So what we're saying is the minimum range when the candle closes, it should be between 3 and 15 pips. So how does it look like? So let's go back here and look for the candles here. So let's check the condition of this one. How does it works about? So it's important sometimes you understand how something works about. Let me just do this. So from here, so there till there. So we need to calculate how many pips is that candle from that close, from that reversal. So the reversal, that's how the candle is good. That's how the robot is definitely going to place a trade. There, all those trades is going to place trade. So now you check how many pips is that from the candle, from that reversal. So there is 10. So definitely the robot is going to put a buy, right? Then it's going to put a stop loss. That's how it works about. Mainly that's how it works about. So that is going to put a stop loss, that it is. So, and then the issue of, you find that now the robot is placed 3 trades. Guys, remember, the market won't always move on our direction. So if now you have seen now like on a short term, the robot has already placed 3 trades. There's no way that you can experience profit throughout. I mean, the market must retrace. If now sometimes you say, okay, fine, you have 2 profit 2 times, you can turn off that pair and then wait for the other one the next day. Yeah, I'll answer questions. Let me just, and then after this, I'm gonna do questions. Let me just first show you how it works so that you don't have to ask all these questions, because people ask these questions because they don't know. So let me just make sure that you understand. So that's how it works about. So if now, even when it's a reversal like this, but if now the conditions are not met, the robot is not going to place. Remember, these are conditions which are met based on the strategy that we've been using, which works. So that's what happens. So if now the market opens, it's going to open between that, and then definitely the robot is going to place the trade, and then same applies. But let's look at if now it would have done the same here, right? You see, it's the same thing, but because the candle that close is big, so but we said from 3 till 15, but let's check how much is it. You see, so it's 20. So on a journal, it will tell you that no, the candle, it was supposed to place a trade at that point, but because of a maximum, the candle that closed is what is high. So that's what it means when you say minimum and all that. So now this is what happens. So if now the robot come and place a trade here, it cannot come. So you find that now the trade closes itself. You find the trade closing itself when it opens. So what happened is, now when the robot open this and then find another position here, this is what it says here, this condition here. We said there's trade gap. Trade gap means the robot should open another trade only if now it's above a space of 20. So meaning your robot, so your trades can close in this condition or close with a take profit. So there's 2 ways of closing. When the robot opens another trade, so there's no way that you can have 2 trades of the same direction at once. It's impossible. When that happens, you must talk to me. There's a problem. Second, you cannot have, when you're doing shit, you cannot have 2 trades of opposite direction. Impossible. Does not work. If that happens, talk to me. And then now this is what happened. So we're gonna tell you which one is it. The maximum number, you don't change anything. So the only change it will be only maybe maximum long trades or maximum short trades. Will tell you, okay, fine, this is how it works about. Then you do the change, and then that's what it works about. And then after that, you just do what, you just press OK, and then everything is fine. And then make sure that this here auto trade, you see this thing here, there's something here at the corner here, it's set here. You see this is set here. It's set because there's one thing that's not done. It's either you didn't allow auto trading or you didn't activate live trading. So you must make sure that when you are done with your settings, you click this here. So don't worry about this. If it's your first time, it's gonna write like this. Then after the second trade, it's gonna start writing. So it's gonna write here the entry. But remember, because you take profit, it's within, it's trailing pips and all that. It's not going to write, but it's gonna write your stop loss, right? Then now you can see the emoji on your top right, it's smiling. So it means now, okay, fine, the robot is ready to work. But if now you think your robot is not working, what do you do? This is what you do, right? So it's impossible. So what you check first, it's you need to check, let's check this one here. Let me open. It's got a number of, so there we go, right? So if you don't see anything red here, your robot is fine. You see here, you must check on your left here. There's nothing, so it's fine. You see, and then you come here. So general expect, it will tell you. So if now maybe you're using a big lot size, it will tell you. It tried. So it will tell you everything. So basically, expect, it will tell you what's going on. Then there. So this one is mainly based on maybe when you've got a problem with the internet. When there's within that space of time where there's a bit of internet, it will write like this. So now here, all these things, everything is fine. So once it says red or something, then it means the robot is not okay. But what do you do if you feel like your robot is not placing trades? This is what you do. You check, but make sure this is off. When you check that your robot is not placing trades, make sure that you check this thing is off here. So let's do this. Let's do a test, right? I think there's a video, but it's fine. Let me just show you what you do. The only thing you do here, it's mainly based on this one. So you just come here on the minimum range and say 0, and then make it a big number here. Put 1,000, right? You can put 100,000, and then the settings, you don't change anything. So you open 10 pairs, open maybe 10 pairs, and then put it on 1 minute. Let's try. You'll see how should it look like. Maybe it's gonna place trade. It's gonna try to open a trade for us. Let's see. So that's what you do. You place quite a number of pairs, using that and putting them on 1 minute, and then using these settings here. So the only change, you just come and change here. Minimum range, put 0, and then the maximum range, put a big number. Any big number. It can be 1,000, can be 10,000. So it means the robot will open instantly to check on a 1 minute. Then there should be an alert that the robot is running. It should give you an alert. So if you place maybe 10 pairs at the same time, definitely there will be one which is going to place. Then if that happens, then the robot is sharp. You remove all the pairs, then you go back now and put the what do you call it, the conditions that we met. So yeah, that's how it works about. So let me take you through the ones we did. Let me show you how the robot works actually. Okay, let's start this one. I want to show you here. Okay, this was for last week, right? So let's see. So this is what will be happening. The robot will be moving just like that. You see, sometimes it doesn't mean, you see, let's let me do this. So this is moving, right? Within a day. See, it's moving. There were no trades. There were no trades. No trades. No trades. So this is the long term for last week. These are the long terms that we did. You see immediately place trade. So this is how it will be working about. You see, that was the first trade. Do you see that? So that's what happened. So now you see a next trade. I don't know if you're following. So basically that's how it works about. This is how it looks like. There it's within your day, the robot will be placing. So that's what you do when you've got the long term. Then the market will be running like that. So now there it hit your stop loss. See, now your profit will decrease. There we go. See? So this one is long and short. So now when the trade opens, it will tell you. You see that? So just like that. So it doesn't mean now the robot should only open the trade immediately. You see? Now there are candles, nothing's happening. But it should wait for the condition, for a particular condition to take place, then the robot will place trade. So this one was for long short for last week. So last week we had 12 trades on NASDAQ, and then the robot won 9 and then lost 3. Then we had to reduce. Now we reduce the stop loss. So that's how it works about. So you can see now everything is done manually. There we go. And you don't have to touch anything if you want to do the manual. You do nothing. So the settings for this one, you just need to make sure that it's pattern 2. It's guaranteed it's going to make money. But what you need to have is a bit of patience. You see, so because as much as it's not about you having to see trade, you see here, the market is moving. It's within the day. What time is it? This was last week. So this is what we have there. That was a stop loss hit. You see, you were 22, now you're at 11. Then your profit got reduced. That's how it works about. Ta-da. So you wait. So that's how it works about. So now the robot will be waiting for perfect condition. We'll see now what condition. Let's wait for one to place a trade so that we can see. I want to show you how did it place a trade. So let's wait for the next trade so that I can show you. I'm gonna pause. You'll see. Okay. Immediately it place a trade. I'll show you how did it place the trade. You see, it has been moving. There were no trades. It was waiting for. Okay, good. There, right? So now let's look at this condition. Which condition? Look at this one here. So this was pattern 1, right? This is what it means here. Pattern 2. Pattern 2 is the one that we've proven it works for NASDAQ. It works perfectly. I've proven it since for long years. It always gives us profit all the time. So this is what it means here. So we have this condition here, right? There was a first condition. This one, it should have placed the trade, but because this candle is too big, it doesn't meet the condition. Then the robot didn't place the trade. But now this one here to this one, then that's why it placed the trade. And that's what we have for a stop loss. And you see what happened. So this back in the days, there are people who we were working with. We used to say, no, wait for this. But now, because we have realized an improvement and all that, we have come up with this. And then on the 15th of September, I'm working on MT5. We're going to be having MT5 of this. So now it's going to be out of order, guys. And just imagine now plugging it on the MT, because plugging it on the MT5 on the weekend, plugging a long term. So it's going to be very interesting. So this is what happens. So that's how it is. It plays the trade. That's how it works about, right? So let's continue. You'll see. So now you can see you own a profit. You see it's even saying open profit. There's nothing. So immediately now the market moves on your direction. The robot is going to put a stop loss. Let me just reduce the speed. It closed. You see, it closed already. Ta-da. So there you can see how it is there. There's your trades. It's opening. So it will wait for a perfect condition. Same applies. You see, there's an early condition. There's your stop loss. It places just like that. So that's how it works about. It's a bit of patience. You don't want to just have the market moving. No, it waits for the perfect condition. Then it's gonna place a trade for you. Then you start making money peacefully. So for those who want long-term trades, I bet on you. This one is the one for you. NASDAQ. Trust me, you just have, it's good. Maybe you can have your NASDAQ plugged somewhere else, forget about it. Then you do the short-term trades, you know, 2 of them, but don't mix the 2. Don't have the 2 running, you see? So that's how it is. A loss doesn't mean now it's over, no. It's like you now going to do you want to become an accountant, you fail a test. It doesn't mean now you cannot finish, no. What matters is you are moving forward. You're learning from what happens. You see, as long as there's a risk management and stuff like that, then everything should be fine. Easy come, easy go. You know, we've been here for a long time. Trust me, we used to wait for this and say we need to wait for a pattern at some time. We didn't know that we would have been here. Probably if we would have been here, I don't know what would have been. But anyway, we are here. So let's focus on what we have. So you see, this is what happened. This is how it should place. This is what happened. It even indicates, you see, this is just the robot telling you that now the market has placed the trade and then of which pattern. That's how it works about. So this the first test, so your robot is fine. Then it means you can now start jiving. And then yeah, so there we go. I'm going to show you the results then. This is what's for last week. So then it's done. So let's see the results. This is long and short, by the way. It's long and short, right? So this is the difference when you use FX choice and any broker. The loss, it's like you're using normal pairs, right? Because remember, there you put 6,500. So it means now your loss, your maximum loss that you're going to have, it's literally below this point. I don't know why it happened here, because mainly because of the spread. But your maximum loss is $13 is the maximum, of which now within that you have got more trades and then there's less losses. That's what happened at the end of the day. As much as you're making money, for you to make money, you need to have more wins compared to losses. That's what happened. So you can see here. Let's see the trades. This is long and short, pure long and short. This is what happened last week. So pure long and short, pure settings. This is what will happen. It had 12 trades without you touching and doing anything. So you don't have to cut trades with the long and shorts. You don't have to cut trades. So, and tomorrow as well, I'm going to share the one for pairs. I'm going to share the long and the long trades for pairs on Telegram. It's there. So the stuff for long term, it's on Telegram, and then the ones for daily. Me, I do only daily, so I can't, honestly. I cannot leave something for years. I cannot. I only deal with short term. So guys who wants to deal with short term, you are with me. Even those ones who are in the long term, it's fine. We're still with you. But me now, I prefer short term. That's how I live my life. Then yeah. So this is how it works about. So these are your trades. You can see. So that's your maximum loss. That's how it works about. So if now you have a loss, it doesn't mean now it's over. You see, now the robot is just wanted to place the trade because we put it on 1 minute. But because you restricted it that it shouldn't place trade on auto trading, then it won't place a trade. So basically that's how it works about. So this is what's going to happen. So tomorrow, guys, make sure that your robot is fine. As long as you're auto trading, there's nothing red saying that you can open anything, your robot is fine. Then you can check it and test it. It should give you something like this, an alert indicating which pair and which pattern. Then we start making money. So guys, let's make money. The thing is, if you have a problem sometimes, don't send a voice note. Sometimes don't send a voice note. We are human beings. There's quite a number of people. There's a lot of us. Sometimes when we don't reply, doesn't mean we don't see you. No, we will definitely reply to you. So guys, let's work together. And then if there's something that you don't understand, or maybe you are missing something, you feel like maybe your robot is fine, talk to me. There's Tivani, there's Kateko, there's Yithe. There's some people who are rude, guys. Let's not be rude. It's not letting us move forward. Let's move together and build one another. Okay, John, I didn't feel that you were right. I'm a human being as well. Sometimes, I'm a flaws. I've got flaws. Say, oh, no, And then I was okay, I know, thanks, sorry. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we should build. But patience, guys, is the one that's going to make us move forward. So yeah, let's work tomorrow. Watch this video so that you understand, and then tomorrow you start making money. Make sure you follow the risk management. And if you don't understand, don't assume, just ask, then you get it right, then you start making money. So guys, we'll see you tomorrow. In the morning, we're going to send the long term and the short term. The ones for NASDAQ already is there. And then I've already sent the link on the WhatsApp group. You can just join and listen. If you found distributing the information that is you're supposed to be given to you, you're going to be banned for 2 months. I bet on you. If someone says, okay, fine, I heard someone saying this. If you have a problem, come to us. Say, okay, I'm not feeling right with this one. Okay, let's sit down and see what's the problem. We'll do that with you. So if now you do beyond that, I tell you, no negotiations. You are hearing this, we're going to ban you for 2 months. So yeah, but anyway, it's fine. Let's not work like that. Let's work together and make money. Then yeah, watch this video. See you tomorrow. Risk ratio, make sure your robot is installed. Learn how to install, because there's updates each and every 2 months. Please learn how to install your robot so that in future you can do it yourself. So guys, we'll see you soon. Keep well.